So guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are not going to solve any room of try hack me or hack the box. So as clear by the thumbnail, we are going to see downloading and installing of Ubuntu in our host machine, that is Windows or Mac as per as you use. So in this video we will learn about how to download VirtualBox and Ubuntu, how to install our VirtualBox and then put in the Ubuntu, or you can load our Ubuntu in the VirtualBox, and how to use it, and how to make our Ubuntu full screen, as it is a common error you can say in everyone's, and won't be using any external commands like tweaks or anything like that. I know this was not a very nice presentation, but it's enough easy to use. We don't need that, we just need the purpose what we are doing in this video. So let's just get started without any delay. But before starting the video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, just go to YouTube and subscribe my channel, that is Let's Speak Security, or you can just go down the description. So let's get started. So first we will download VirtualBox. For that you can write download Oracle VirtualBox. As you know, VirtualBox is free and open source. And for the VMware player is free, but the Workstation Pro is paid. We are not using VMware in this video as it paid, but we can get the serial keys, but it's not legit, so we won't be doing so. So as we are on the website, as you can see, the latest version is 6.1.32. For the Windows host, you can click on Windows host or proceed with your own distros. So I will proceed with Windows. I have Windows 11 installed, and don't forget to download this VM VirtualBox extension pack. It is very necessary if we have some different types of USBs in our system and boot processes and extra things. So we don't need to worry about those things. Just click on all supported platform and it will start downloading. So it is downloading here. So in that time we will just go and download our Ubuntu. So we'll just type download Ubuntu. So here the first website says download Ubuntu desktop. We'll head to that website. We will accept it. As you can see, the latest stable release is 20.04.3, and if you want you can use 20.1, but is not a stable release. If you want you can just test it or something like that. So we'll just proceed with this one. So if you want you can just click on download, and it will take you to the downloading web page. Here as you can see, if you want to give something to them, if you want you can, if you don't want you won't. I already have downloaded the Ubuntu, so I won't be downloading it. You can just save it and don't contribute, or if you want to contribute to the community, you can. I'm not saying don't. So as you can see, our VirtualBox is downloaded and our VM extension pack is also downloaded. So we'll just click on the exe here. We'll give the permission as yes. Just click on next. I already downloaded that's why it's asking for repair or remove. You can just click on next and install. So I will just cancel this installation and I will click on finish. So that's an easy straight ahead installation, nothing to worry about. And for the virtual extension pack, let me just head to the folder itself. Many people will say of inserting this in the VirtualBox directly, but I recommend just double click on this and it will take you to the VirtualBox itself. So it will it's showing a reinstall in my case, but in your case it will show install. So click on install, just scroll down and click on I agree, and then give the permissions, and it will install successfully, as you can see. So we'll just close this, and if I just show you, I have the machines In my Ubuntu here, so as you can see it's 20.4.3 here. So let's just get started. I'll just close this, open our VirtualBox. Don't get shocked by this, these are my machines. So as you come, this won't be there. Only these options will be shown to you, and another options here. So you can just click on machines and go to new, or just click new here. Now here, as you want to give your name, I will just give Ubuntu YouTube and give the path where you want to place the files of that, or where you want to create the hard disks for the operating system. So you can just leave it in C if you have a dual drive like SSD and hard disks. So always the SSD is made as C. So if you want fast boot of your Ubuntu, you can just place it in the C. Or due to storage issues like mine, I will just save it in my hard disk. So I'll just go to the folder in D. I have a folder named as VirtualBox VMs, and I have all the machines here. So just click on select folder. Be sure that its type is Linux and the version is Ubuntu 64-bit, as we are downloading for the 64-bit. Click on next. How much memory or RAM you want to allocate? I want to allocate 4 GB of RAM. It's up to you. Recommended is 2 GB for seamless experience, and more if you want, if you have in your PC installed. Now we need to create a virtual hard disk. Now we will just leave the option as it is. We will choose the option VDI, which is by default VirtualBox disk image. Click on next. Dynamically allocated, it is easy for the hard disk, shredding and threading, something like that, not sure. Go on next. Provide how many files storage you can give. I will give it 20 GBs, depending on you, whatever you want to give, but 10 GBs are recommended for the minimum. Now I'll click on create. So as you can see here, Ubuntu YouTube is shown below. I will just move it okay so that you can see. So as you can see, Ubuntu YouTube is made here. Now if we just select any other machine, the description will be changed, so make sure that you have selected this one. Now click on settings here, go to generals and advanced here, make it bidirectional so that you can drag and drop files from the virtual machine to the host machine, and from host machine to the virtual machine, and leave everything as it is. Go to system, nothing much is needed. If you want to give more processors, you can. The display is fine. And for the now in the storage section, just click on this empty one, and you can see a CD icon here. So here we need to give the ISO file that we have downloaded in the zip format. So just click on choose a disk file, head towards the directory where we have downloaded the Ubuntu. So as you can see here, it's Ubuntu 20.04.3 desktop AMD 64 ISO. Just click on open. So as you can see, the path is provided here, and for the network, leave it as a NAT. For the USBs here, everything is fine, so we'll just click on OK. So it is saved, and as you can see, our optical drive Ubuntu file ISO file is shown here. This means the file is loaded. Now we'll just start the machine from here. It will take a few minutes, so I will just pause the video for now until it starts. So it took 1 to 2 minutes or 3 minutes depending on the hard disk speed. So we are provided with this screen of installation. If I just maximize it, it won't get maximized due to the full screen issue. We will solve this at the last. So now we'll just click on install Ubuntu. Don't forget to choose your language English here. I will use my keyboard layout as English US. Click on continue here. And if you want to install third-party graphics drivers, I will install it for seamless using of Ubuntu. It's on you. You can and you want. So we click on continue again. it's taking some time. While the installation, you can just fast forward, make it 2x or 4x, whatever the speed provided in YouTube. Always use 2x while doing the installation videos. So now it's asking for installation type, whether we want to erase disk or we need to create or resize partition yourselves, means ourselves, but we are noob in this case, so we'll just leave it as erase disk and install Ubuntu and click on install now. So now we'll just prompt it, so we'll click continue, and we need to wait approx 5 to 10 minutes for the Ubuntu to be installed. Sorry, it didn't start the installation process, but it's asking for the time zone where you want to, so I will just leave it as Kolkata. In my case, I am from India. You can choose your own countries, so I will just leave it as Kolkata and continue. Now it's asking who are you, so basically it's asking for the root name, computer name over the network, and you using a username to log in and those things. So for the name, I will use my name as the username I use, and for the name as my computer's name, that will be visible when it talks to another computer, like when I'm connected to any other hotspot or router, then this name will be shown. So I just want it to be the credentials after the hex value. Now for the username, I will leave it as the same, and now we need to choose a password. Choose as you want. I'm using the old or the password getting used from the old generation of Kali. Yes, you guessed the right password. That's my password. So if you want to log in automatically without providing the password, you can do so. If you want to log in with a password, you can just click on this. I'll leave it as require my password to log in for security purposes, and for the terminal you will always be prompted for the password whenever you want to become root. So we'll just click on continue. So it's now starting to install the Ubuntu, so it will take time. Just sit back and have some coffee. So guys, just comment down on what things you want videos, whether you want to install Kali, Parrot, Garur, Arch Linux, or in the VM VirtualBox, VMware Workstation or VMware Player, or any CTFs you have in your mind. And as you can see, I have 226 subscribers. Let's see what we have when you are watching this video. Comment that down on too. So I'm just keep recording so that if I run into an issue, you may know what type of issues and how we can solve that. So if you can just fast forward if you want. So it's retrieving some kind of files. I guess it's loading files from the ISO and making it run. We have a skip option too, but we won't do that. We just sit around and wait for it to complete so that we won't get any errors. And if you are new to Linux, you can use Ubuntu as it is a user-friendly Linux, provided everything has a graphical user interface, that is GUI. It has everything as of Kali and Parrot, but not the tools preloaded. You can just install them using the terminal. As you know, for any issues in Linux, just do sudo, and for the Windows you can just restart the PC. No offense to the Windows community, as I'm also using Windows. I guess I need to pause the video. It's taking too much time, so I will just pause it. So as you can see, after the installation is completed successfully after I don't know how much time. So we have option of restart now. We'll just click on restart now here. So now it says please remove the installation media and then press enter. We don't have an installation media, so we'll just press enter on our keyboard and it will start loading. So as you can see, our Ubuntu is being loaded. Don't get shocked by fail to send host logs or something like that in the above. It's common error. I will just maximize it for now. You can just see the blank white space on the sides. It's taking time as I have loaded it on my hard disk drive. If you have just loaded it in a solid state as SSD, it will load fast. So we are on to our login screen. We'll just log in, provide my password, and our Ubuntu is on. So for online accounts, I don't want up any. We'll click on next. No, don't send the system info. Next. No location services, and done. So as you can see, we have successfully started our Ubuntu in our VirtualBox. If you can see, I just opened my terminal. So if I just minimize, or you can say decrease the window, it's not getting loaded in full screen here, but we need that in full screen. So for that someone will say that use Ubuntu Tweaks. It's a package of Ubuntu. I haven't used that, so that's a hectic process, so I will just tell you the easy one. And one more thing, if you want to go in exclusive mode in VirtualBox, I guess it's here full screen mode, and it is also known as host plus F, if you can see here. So the host is always the right control and F key, not the left control but the right control on the keyboard. So if I just press right control and F, we will enter in the exclusive mode or the full screen mode of VirtualBox. As you can see, the thumbnails are gone or the navigation bar is gone. So coming back, we need to press the right control and F again. As you can see, we are back in the normal mode. So now for the full screen mode, I don't want the updates here. So for the full screen mode, just go to devices and click on insert guest addition CD. So as you can click that, we will provided with something on the Ubuntu screen. So as you can see, we have a prompt in the Ubuntu. So would we like to run it? Yes, run it. It will ask for our password and just give authenticate. So it's installing some modules additional. It's copied from the VirtualBox installers. It's installing and will take some time. not much time, like 1 to 2 minutes. It's pretty easy than those methods of using tweaks and something like that. I hate lengthy steps if we have the shortest one here. So as you can see, it's completed. It says currently not set to build kernel modules, never mind. So now press enter to close this window. So I'll just press enter and close this window. If I just decrease the size here and increase it again, it didn't did anything. So I guess we need to restart. So we'll just power off the machine. It will take time. Sorry for the delay. We will head back to our Ubuntu, or you can double click here, or you can click on start. So I mainly use the double click function. I will just decrease the window size for now, so that I can show you what's the difference between the previous and the new one. Just ignore this, lines, and don't press any key while you are in the boot, as this will lead you to some errors and that might not be solved. So just sit back and wait for the Ubuntu to boot in. So it's booted. We'll just head back, provide our password and login. So it's booted, and if I just go maximize the screen, as you can see, it's loaded in the full screen. And if I just go full screen, that is exclusive mode, using Control F, you can see nothing is left around. So you successfully saw how to install VirtualBox and Ubuntu in the VirtualBox and make it full screen without any extra packages. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and comment down what you want the next video to be topic of. So see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and happy. Thank you.